This is the list of most important certification question that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the current list of updated question, you can download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR Service Delivery. Our question is, only users with which role at a minimum may view the confidential data on the HR profiles table? Option A, profile writer. Option B, profile reader. Option C, HR case writer. Option D, HR case reader. The correct answer is option B, that is profile reader. Moving to our next question. What determines if a user can view a knowledge article? Option A, cannot read user act criteria. Option B, can or cannot contribute to user criteria. Option C, HR criteria. Option D, ACL rules. Correct answer is option A. Moving to our next question. When a guided setup task is marked as complete, how can it be reopened? Option A, closed task cannot be reopened. Option B, click the mark as incomplete button. Option C, submit the request in HI. Option D, restart the guided setup entirely. The correct answer is option B, click the mark as incomplete button. Our next question is, what is used to create a link on an HR case form that accesses information outside the application? Option A, HR service. Option B, link generator. Option C, restricted caller access. Option D, COE configuration. The correct answer is option B, that is link generator. Our question is, if a new HR knowledge base is created, how can it be included in the knowledge results section on the HR case form? Option A, add it to the HR template. Option B, add it to the HR service configuration. Option C, all knowledge bases are searched by default. Option D, added to the contextual search configuration. The correct answer is option D, added to the contextual search configuration. Next one. How is the HR template associated with an HR service? Option A, on the HR service record. Option B, on the life cycle event activity set. Option C, on the HR template record. Option D, on the HR case. Correct answer is option A, that is on the HR service record. Our next question is, what is the purpose of the owning group field on the HR template? Option A, they approve the template to be published. Option B, they own the life cycle event. Option C, they manage updates to the template. Option D, HR cases are assigned to the owning group. Correct answer is option C. Next, what kind of records can be created using HR service activities? Option A, workflows. Option B, task. Option C, HR templates. Option D, approvals. Correct answer is option B and D. This is the list of most important certification question that you could have in your exam. To download the list of current updated question, please click on the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR Service Delivery. Our question is, who can generate the PDF document on an active HR case? Option A, only the assigned to person. Option B, only the subject person's manager. Option C, only a HR manager. Option D, only the employee. Correct answer is option A, only the assigned to person. Next question is, what role is required to access the modules in the HR integrations application? Option A, HR life cycle event case writer. Option B, HR core profile reader. Option C, admin. Option D, HR integration admin. Correct answer is option D. Our next question is, in the base ServiceNow configuration, when the HR case is created after a bulk HR case request is submitted. Option A, twice per day using a scheduled job. Option B, every 6 hours using a scheduled job. Option C, once a day using a scheduled job. Option D, immediately. Correct answer is option B. Our next question is, which of the following are predefined dashboards that are installed with HR case management? Option A, manager dashboard. Option B, overview. Option C, workforce administration dashboard. Option D, onboarding dashboard. Option E, employee relations cases dashboard. Option F, HR case dashboard. Correct answer is option A, B and F. Our next question is, when using the Generate HR Profile module to create HR profile, what field must be completed to ensure the employees are granted the appropriate client role? Option A, employment type. Option B, profile type. Option C, employee type. Option D is user type. Correct answer is option A, that is employee type. Moving to our next question. What does the employees utilize when submitting a self-service request to HR organization? Option A, HR catalog. Option B, HR skills. Option C, HR template. Option D, HR profile. Correct answer is option A, that is HR catalog. Our next question is, what is the primary purpose of HR topic categories? Option A, they group common HR services. Option B, they group common HR templates. Option C, they group common HR employees. Option D, they group common HR catalog items. The correct answer is option A. Hello everyone. This is the most important certification question that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the complete list of current updated questions, please download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR Service Delivery. A question is, which of the following modules allow HR administrators to restrict access to all cases on a COE or to specific HR services without creating ACL records? Option A, COE ACL configuration. Option B, client rules. Option C, application restricted caller access. Option D is system properties. The correct answer is option A, that is COE ACL configuration. Our next question is, the base instance contains several pre-built HR integrations. When configuring a pre-built integration, which of these should be completed first? Option A, verify integration settings. Option B, create the HR service to call on the integration. Option C, perform dry runs. And option D is to provide source credentials. Here the correct answer is option D, that is to provide source credentials. Now our next question is, with an inbound integration, data is pulled from a third-party HR management system to the HR tables in ServiceNow. What starts the process for integration to pull data into ServiceNow? Option A is credentials. Option B is data mapping. Option C, an event or schedule. And option D, data transformation. Correct answer is option C, an event or a schedule. Moving to our next question. If a customer wants to use the HR integration framework to create custom spokes for HR integration, which of the following is required? Option A, Integration Hub Basic. Option B, HR Core. Option C, ITSM Enterprise. Option D is Integration Hub Enterprise. Correct answer is option D. Moving to our next question. HR case management at cloud dimensions no longer requires sending emails back and forth or having multiple phone calls. Instead, they capture all information in one place for processing. What feature makes it possible? Option A, knowledge article. Option B, HR profile. Option C, HR case. Option D, employee center. Correct answer is option C, that is HR case. This is the list of most important certification questions that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the complete list of current updated questions, please download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR Service Delivery. Our question is, in the Create Bulk Cases module, which filter by option are available in the drop-down? Option A, document template. Option B, upload file. Option C, HR service template. Option D is user criteria. Option E is HR template. Option F is HR profiles. And option G is HR criteria. Correct answer is option B, D, F and G. Next one. What type of information does the HR profile contain? Option A, personal employee data. Option B, group membership and role information. Option C, user login and department information. Option D, a user password. Correct answer is option A, that is personal employee data. A question is, how many user criteria record may be applied to a single KB or KB article? Option A, only 2. Option B, only 3. Option C, unlimited. Option D, only 1. Correct answer is option C, that is unlimited. Next one. Which of the following are true for an HR application as it relates to user table and HR profile table? Option A, both are required. Option B, only HR profile table is required in HR. Option C, neither is required. Option D, only the user table is required in HR. Correct answer is option A, that is both are required. Next one. In the base instance, what determines the conditions a case must meet before it can be assigned to an agent? Option A, matching rules. Option B, client rules. Option C, ACLs. Option D, escalation rules. Correct answer is option A, that is matching rules. Next one. What role is required at the minimum to view confidential HR profile data? Option A, HR admin. Option B, HR basic. Option C, LE admin. Option D, HR manager. Correct answer is option B, that is HR basic. This is the list of most important certification questions that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the list of current updated questions, please download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR service delivery. Question is, in the HR guided setup module, the configuration view displays which of the following for a category? Option A, properties. Option B, gauzes. Option C, dashboards. Option D, list. Option E, overviews. Option F, forms. Correct answer is option A, B and F. Next one. What method needs to be invoked from matching rule processor class? Option A, process and get candidate. Option B, process and get users. Option C, process and get list. Option D, process and get array. Correct answer is option A, that is process and get candidates. Our next question is, the knowledge bases searched for the knowledge results section on an HR case are determined by what? Option A, contextual search configuration. Option B, HR service configuration. Option C, HR criteria configuration. Option D, knowledge management configuration. The correct answer is option A, contextual search configuration. If a knowledge base and its articles have no user criteria selected, a user without a role can do what? Option A, read and contribute articles. Option B, read articles but not contribute. Option C, can neither read nor contribute articles. Option D, contribute but not read articles. Our correct answer is option B, that is read articles but not contribute. Our next question is, if a customer has a huge employee population, complex organizational structure, requires customer integrations and language translation, what level of configuration complexity would their project be considered? Option A, drastic. Option B, low. Option C, major. Option D is nominal. Correct answer is option A, drastic. Next one, when an employee completes a questionnaire on an employee form, on which table does the system store their answer? Option A, form. Option B, metric result. Option C is question answer. Option D is HR case. The correct answer is option B, that is metric result. And next question is, when creating a PDF document template, where does the list of document revision come from? Option A, from managed documents. Option B, from document templates. Option C, from knowledge articles. And option D, from system documents. Correct answer is option A. This is the list of most important certification questions that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the complete list of current updated questions, please download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR service delivery. Our question is, at what level is user criteria set to control who can read and edit knowledge articles? Option A, in either the knowledge base or article. Option B, in the knowledge article only. Option C, in the user record. And option D, in the knowledge base only. Correct answer is option A. Next one. How many COEs may be associated with an HR service? Option A is 5. Option B is 1. Option C, unlimited. Option D, 10. Correct answer is option B, that is 1. Next question is, which module provides a user-friendly interface, new HR skills and assigning HR skills to the members of an HR department? Option A, skills routing. Option B, skills management. Option C, manage HR skills. Option D, skills definition. Correct answer is manage HR skills, option C. Next question. Which table is considered the core table for all HR case record? Option A, skill. Option B, incident. Option C, HR task. Option D, HR case. Option E, HR profile. Correct answer is option D, HR case. Next question. Which HR role is typically granted to all HR support staff at the minimum? Option A, HR admin. Option B, HR basic. Option C, HR KB writer. Option D, document management user. Correct answer is option B, that is HR basic. Next question is, a user with only an HR admin role can save and modify which copies of existing reports? Option A, all. Option B, global. Option C, group. And option D is personal. Correct answer is option A, that is all. Next question is, which service portal configuration option is used to customize the logo, theme and title of the HR service portal? Option A, designer. Option B, page editor. Option C, widget editor. Option D, branding editor. Correct answer is option D, that is branding editor. Next question is, what is the minimum role required to access the HR properties module? Option A, HR manager. Option B, LE admin. Option C is admin. Option D is HR admin. Correct answer is option D, HR admin. Next one. The HR case table is an extension of what? Option A, incident table. Option B, case table. Option C, task table. Option D, life cycle events table. Correct answer is option C, task table. Next, what role is required to assign scoped HR roles? Option A, HR admin. Option B, HR manager. Option C, LE admin. Option D, HR basic. Correct answer is option A, HR admin. Next question is, the life cycle events table is a direct extension of which table? Option A, talent management. Option B, HRIT operations case. Option C, HR case. Option D is task. Correct answer is option C, HR case. This is the list of most important questions that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the complete list of current updated questions, please download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR service delivery. Our question is, Cloud Dimensions plans to leverage HRSD to deliver content to specific audiences at specific times. What feature makes this possible? Option A, Employee Center. Option B, Campaigns. Option C is Forums. Option D is HR Criteria. Correct answer is option B, that is Campaigns. Moving to our next one. What does ServiceNow call the request and assistance an HR organization provides its employees? Option A, campaigns. Option B, HR integration. Option C, HR service. Option D, Center of Excellence. Correct answer is option C, that is HR service. Question is, when Wade was being onboarded, an HR profile was created for him and both the employment start date and employment type field were filled in on the record. What kind of role did the system automatically grant him when these fields were completed? Option A, worker. Option B, personnel. Option C, client. And option D is user. Correct answer is option C. Next one. Emily is looking for housing in UK prior to her relocation. She created a new HR case to obtain an employment verification letter for her housing application. Once she is notified the request is complete, where can she obtain the document? Option A, HR case. Option B, document portal. Option C, employee center. Option D, HR profile. Correct answer is option C, that is employee center. Next question. Andrew needs to submit a request for direct deposit setup. What feature will he leverage from the employee center to submit the request? Option A, knowledge article. Option B, service catalog. Option C, to-dos. Option D, HR case. Correct answer is option B, that is service catalog. Next one, an HR admin without the system admin role can do what? Option A, grant roles to users or groups. Option B, modify the HR administration properties. Option C, reset user password. Option D, create HR criteria. Option E, configure business rules. Option F, add users to groups. Option B, D and F are the correct answers. This is the list of most important certification question that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the complete list of current updated question, please download it from the link provided in the description. Today we are covering ServiceNow HR service delivery. Our question is, delegated developers are granted access only to what in which they are working? Option A, interfaces. Option B, APIs. Option C is instances. Option D is scopes. Correct answer is option D, that is scopes. Our next question is, the customer you will be implementing for wants to utilize Now Mobile. What is the minimum HR SKU they may purchase that include Now Mobile? Option A, HR service delivery professional. Option B, Now Mobile is a standalone solution. Option C, HR service delivery enterprise. Option D, HR service delivery standard. Correct answer is option D, HR service delivery standard. Next, if the HR admin needs to develop within the HR application but cannot have the system admin role, what additional role should be granted? Option A, HR basic. Option B, scoped developer. Option C, delegated developer. Option D, HR manager. Correct answer is option C, delegated developer. Next question is, when a document template is created from an HR case, the name of a person who creates the document is added to the name of an attachment. Why? Option A, it indicates who should sign the document. Option B, it indicates who generated the document. Option C, it indicates the opened for users. Option D, it indicates who the document is about. Correct answer is option B. Next question. Which field on the HR service record defines which HR catalog item is associated with the service? Option A, COE. Option B, topic detail. Option C is template. Option D is record producer. Correct answer is option B. Next, what must be updated or loaded into the customer's instance before importing the stories? Option A, backlog. Option B, epics. Option C, products. And option D, groups. Correct answer is option B, epics. Next, when the lifecycle events application is installed, the LE admin role is granted to which role? Option A, HR admin. Option B, it is not added to other roles. Option C, HR basic. Option D is HR manager. Correct answer is option A, that is HR admin. Next, which of the following application is installed with the human resource scoped app core plugin? Option A, Employee Service Center. Option B, Employee Document Management. Option C, Life Cycle Events. Option D, HR Case Management. Correct answer is option A, that is Employee Service Center. Our question is, if you had a little coding experience and were tasked with the adding new pages to the customer's employee service center with service portal configuration option, would be best to complete the task? Option A, page editor. Option B is designer. Option C, widget editor. Option D, branding editor. Correct answer is option A, that is page editor. Our question is, what determines when the HR chat queue is available? Option A, scheduled field on HR profile. Option B, scheduled field on user record. Option C, HR chat is always available. Option D, scheduled field on the queue's record. Correct answer is option D, scheduled field on the queue's record. This is the list of most important certification questions that you could have in your exam. If you want to download the complete list of current updated questions, please download it from the link provided in the description. And we are today covering ServiceNow HR Service Delivery. A question is, how many types of HR document template may be created in ServiceNow? Option A, document template. Option B, Word document template. Option C, PDF document template. Option D, text document template. The correct answers are option A and C. Our question is, how can an HR administrator or content writer limit which employees will see the content on the Employee Service Center? Option A, all employees will see the same information. Option B, client roles automatically limit what is visible to employee. Option C, using user criteria. Option D, using HR criteria. Correct answer is option C, that is using user criteria. Question is, the ServiceNow SIM methodology is based around what generic methodology? Option A, waterfall and rapid application development. Option B, agile and waterfall. Option C, Prince. Option D, Scrum and XP. Correct answer is option B, Agile and Waterfall. Next question is, if an HR services needs to be accessible to employees on the Employee Service Center, what field must be completed on HR service? Option A, checklist. Option B, fulfiller instructions. Option C, life cycle event type. Option D is record producer. Correct answer is option D, that is record producer. A question is, HR profiles may be created for multiple employees using conditions and criteria in which module? Option A, create human resource profile. Option B, create new case. Option C, generate HR profile. Option D, bulk cases. Correct answer is option C, that is generate HR profiles. Question is, user authentication and instance restriction are examples of what type of security? Option A, physical security. Option B, roles and groups. Option C, contextual security. Option D, platform access. Correct answer is option D, that is platform access. Next one, the HR profile table is used to track information for what employment type? Option A, other. Option B, potential employee. Option C, full-time employee. Option D, temporary employee. Option E, spouse. Option F, contractor. Correct answer is option C, D and F.